Hi, I'm Dan from GigaBoost.com. You may know me from such popular shows as Giving Games a Chance and We Play Your Mega Man Maker Levels Live, which ended like around 20-30 minutes ago. Let me know if everything's framed up well. Certainly looks like it from here, but I don't have a human body to stick in my place. Bob's sleeping. Bob's too tired. I need to decompress after such an intense stream. But how are you guys doing? I noticed Firehawk's freaking out a bit. He's like, Dan, get some sleep. I seriously wasn't going to be able to sleep for at least an hour. Mr. Feel is exactly right. The undead can't sleep and those levels killed me. I don't know if I can play as the other duders in... I can. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Because we did our encore run on Bob's file, and this is my file. That's why I have the KSM runs. You know what? I never did a Knuckles run. Maybe I should do that sometime. Not now. That plays right. Nice scuba mask, Sonic. There's a power-up from Sonic 1 that they cut. His looking up animation is so dumb. Warlick wanted me to let you know that the Obese Amy page is up on the wiki now. At Firehawk. Oh wow. Cool. Gotta make sure you fill in that page with all of the alternative titles she could have. I feel like that's the important thing here, that we cover all bases in case she's painting or in Portland or any of those other situations where she had alternative names. Also, thanks everyone who was there for the Mega Maker 50. I don't know what happened with the levels there. Like, it just feels like we had a crazy night. And Bob's had a rough week. I went from feeling the best I felt basically all week, because I don't know, I just felt great at first, to feeling pretty trashy. I don't know why, but I think it was just the levels got to me eventually. Mr. Feel, I don't know if you like tuned in just for the beginning and then ducked out, because I don't know if you consider how Ray and Mighty work as a part of the spoilers for the larger part of this, but I actually had to stop watching that Digital Foundry video on Sonic Mania Plus as soon as they started noting level changes and stuff. I was like, oh fuck no, I ain't doing this. I didn't wait this long for Sonic Mania Plus just to have it spoiled by a Digital Foundry video that barely has an excuse to be. I do like that Ray defaults to being in a ball when he comes out of that. I do not like, however, that I need two Rays. Dead boys. Okay. Oh, hi, Vox. What? Some nights you get all the crap levels in a row, you know? Yeah, I'm just playing Mania mode. That's why this is gonna be a pretty easy emerald to get, hopefully. I mean, it's been a while since I've done the, like, it's been a full year since I've done the first track. But, you know, assuming that it's a relative difficulty climb, like a relatively normal difficulty climb compared to all the others in Mania mode. Yeah, look at this. I'm already, like, caught up to it. Jesus, why did they think people wanted this to be so much harder for Encore? Like, fucking Christ. Like, I'm making arguments with Bob that it's not trash, and here you are just cranking up the difficulty thinking that's what people want. Oh, Craft Amy, your Etsy store will take off soon enough. Would Mega Man Maker come out tomorrow? That's up to YouTube. That's 100% YouTube's deal. because we don't record it locally. We let YouTube turn our stream we uploaded into the video, the final video that goes up, because it gets to do a number of things we won't get to do otherwise. Like, you get an external chat that goes along with it, not just the embedded one. I love the after party feel of this stream. Yeah, no, I would definitely like to do these more. It's just, you know, obviously we just spent 6 hours doing that first live stream. I think it was just barely 6 hours by the end of it, but I could be wrong. It's easy enough to look up. I like the part where I don't have to manage level numbers. The entirety of Sonic Mania is easier than most levels we played tonight in Mega Man Maker. The probability that Sonic Mania here is gonna lodge me into a wall and soft lock me is pretty low. Still not zero, you know, still a possibility, but you know. But you know. City on, I'm just glad I'm not the only one who can't sleep at 2 a.m. There are no green lasers in Sonic Mania. That's pretty nice. Dan, you should play Blaster Master Zero instead. You love Inti games, right? Blaster Master Zero was kind of my favorite Inti game until Curse of the Moon. And now, I mean, I think Curse of the Moon may be better. But I still don't think it... I feel like Blaster Master is probably close to... Oh, hi, Chloe. How's it going? Let me tell you about the act... No, you know what? I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it, Chloe. Because I feel like, though I would find it funny to talk about, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I just... This one's a good bit more intense than the other one. There we go. Yeah, this is fun. I don't, like, and Bob's forgotten this. It's been so long since he's seen this level of fun in these, you know, in this bonus game. That, like, now he just remembers it as being terrible. Which is really unfortunate because I think the idea here is really nice. That was really close. Just it's really damn unfortunate that they felt like ramping up the difficulty so much in Encore mode. Yeah, see? Easy. Hey DB Emerald. Yeah, I saw it, Xeon. You know I saw it because you liked my tweet. Firehawk, basically nothing is Castlevania 3. Oh, Chloe says I can bring it up. So in the middle of the stream, Chloe, as I mentioned, sent me the news that Taco Bell has their nacho fries back. And I'm like, you know I'm on a diet. And then after that, she sends Tosh this image of this person striking poses like they're a model of some sorts, like they're on a runway or something like that. And it's a dude with dad bod, and it has some fancy text at the bottom, like, that's just like, dad bod. And then the text on, I think it was Instagram, is where the image came from, but it was like, you can't convince me that this isn't beautiful or something like that. She sent that to Tosh. And when Tosh told me she sent it to her, screen capped it and showed me because she thought it was funny, I was like, this is an act of sedition, Chloe. I hope you realize. You're betraying me in the diet I'm on. How dare you? Doubly so in one night. So brutally efficient, this Chloe. But yeah, no, that Mega Man thing, it really does just remind me of Paw Patrol in that it feels like so shittily animated. Like it's just cheap. This is when somebody does animation for a living is gonna show up and chew me out. Because I don't know what sheep animation looks like, allegedly. Which is fine, whatever. Blue sphere, man. That's one thing hardcore mode definitely does right. You can have a diet and also dad bod. Both are good if you want. Dan bod? God, freaking Tosh made that joke months ago. Let's see this. I don't know, man. I just don't like Blue Sphere. Apparently, I'm getting raided. Oh, shit. Also, hi, DJ Kent. How's it going? Have you thought about the quandary that by doing a raid and yelling your name throughout the raid, you're actually doing more self-promotion than you are helping me out, perhaps? Also, this is the really low-key after stream. I just streamed another game with the guy who runs the channel with me, Bob, for 6.5 hours, so the mood here is not going to be very hype. So I'm basically not even going to emotionally react to the fact you're raiding. You guys like Sonic Mania? I think it's a pretty good Sonic game. By the way, I'm secretly Cybershell. Please don't tell anyone. You like Justice X? This is a good one. This is a good one. We're not timing anyone out. Right? Yeah, no, the last time we got raided, people started getting timed out and stuff. Fireox says it's going about as bad as I expected. Giga Boots will be presented by Dan and Bod. Oh. Good hi and goodbye. Well, hey Triptune, how's it going? Mega Man and Tails. Let's see. Top 10 anime. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm exhausted, but I'm not, like, sleepy. You know, those are two very different things. In fact, after the Mega Man Maker stuff, I'm frustrated because I'm so exhausted. Yeah, about as well as I expected was in regards to the Mega Man cartoon. I know, perhaps I wasn't clear when I read your comment. Oh, fuck. Forgot it does that. Because as you saw last time, I kind of hit the shit of it before it gets to that point. Oh, come on. I guess if I want to do pro strats to destroy bosses as quickly as possible, I should be playing as Mighty. I fucking love Ray's attitude. I don't believe Bob appreciates it enough, but that's kind of like Tails. People don't appreciate Tails' attitude enough. But yeah. Yeah, I'm lucky that I'm feeling pretty good. I've been feeling a lot better since I started the diet and exercise and shit. It can really help so much. But I haven't been able to exercise a lot recently. I think the most recent time I did some like really, really thorough exercise was last Saturday. Last Sunday. Was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday, when I did an hour of Rock Band on Expert Drums, which burns about 300 calories, you know? Because it's fucking nuts. Oh shit, how the fuck do I get there? Damn it. I love how the speed shoes play into his flying mechanic and just make him able to, like, fly up insanely high. That is really cool. It's really cool. Also, Xeon, have you fucking seen Sonic Mania Plus? The shit they added is really cool. I don't even know if Xeon stayed past that one trolling comment. But yeah, no, the shit they added is so cool, man. There's also the physical version of the game. Are you picking it up? I know you got your ass beat by Flying Battery Zone, which is, you know, a kind of harder. I needed to jump. I often wonder how many calories I've burned off playing drums. You can Google it. That information's out there. It depends on how long you drum and how big a dude you are and that sort of stuff. Where did DJ Kents go? Oh no. I think I'm gonna kill myself. Because the raid is gone. And there are a bunch of people in here yelling some other channel's name. Guys, where'd you go? Why is no one saying anything? I wish it was easier for me to stream Overwatch. But that would take setting up some shadow play bullshit. But yeah, these designs have a lot of joy in them for the fucking bonus level, and then you go and play Encore mode, and it's like, oh, we're picking up where the difficulty on the last one left off, but it's like, why? This is the first Emerald. But, like, the worst part is I know I'm gonna go through the trouble of getting all of those emeralds because I want to see the actual true ending of Sonic Mania. And it seems that the whole point of Encore mode is that the beginning of the game is the end of Mania mode. I don't even see the UFO, you guys. This is fucking insane. I really need to grab those rings this time. Oh man, that's a shortcut right there that I only noticed on this time around. That's not good. There we go. That should get me through one more lap. Hopefully I can get this duder on this go. Oh, hey, got it. Nice. Looks like all the raiders are gone. What a surprise. Remember when you did Mega Maker? Yeah, that was 40 minutes ago. Did you miss that stream or? Oh, hey Nick, what's up? Working late tonight, just catching the stream. Xeon got his ass beat by Flying Battery. Thank God, I thought I was the only one. Yeah, no, Flying Battery isn't terribly easy. I did cut that close. That was pretty close. Regine, I actually really like Ray. Like the way his floating mechanic works feels kind of like I don't know. I'm gonna sound like a fucking hater saying it, but I don't care. I feel like it feels like a slightly better cape from Super Mario World. Like that cape felt good for the SNES. Like it felt really advanced compared to what you could do on the NES. That's for certain, but. I feel like the lift and stuff and how it feels a bit less physicsy and interesting than this. This has more of a Pilot Wings hang glider feel to it a little bit, and that's great because I actually love Pilot Wings. In fact, the other day I realized if I ever became like an indie game dev, like I'd probably use Unreal Engine 4 to try to make some Pilot Wings style game because we don't get those anymore and Nintendo isn't really doing anything about it. Like it was ripped off from Super Mario World. I mean, kind of, but it doesn't feel the same at all. Like the way holding back works, the deceleration that comes from that, along with how letting go of jump immediately drops you out of it. There are elements that aren't exactly the same. I feel like Sonic Mania looks legit like the bags under my eye. There is one like that on PSVR. I don't know. Pilot Wings Resort, I knocked the shit out of. In fact, if you look up on YouTube Gigaboot's Guides, I started doing a channel where I was showing how to get the gold medals on every single thing in the game, and I stopped at a certain point because it started taking rendering time away from Gigaboot's videos. If I'm not mistaken, though, I can do that number, and that's pretty damn cool. Any day now. Oh, hey, great. I can run on his arm. Oh, that is not enough momentum for that. Cool, got it, nailed it. But it's cool that there is one on PSVR. If anyone knows what it is, knows the name, tweet it at me. I'm not saying it was a great game, but it was relaxing. The part where it's upsetting to me is that it doesn't have the scope that Pilot Wings on the N64 had. Like, I want Nintendo to try that hard again. I want them to try as hard on a Pilot Wings for the Switch. Let me see if there's a good animation here. Yeah, that's pretty good. I wanted them to try as hard on a Pilot Wings on the Switch as they did on, as they did on Breath of the Wild. Maybe not quite that hard, but you get what I'm saying. I want them to legitimately have put a lot of horsepower and engine tech into getting it to work. Because obviously the Switch isn't powerful enough for Unreal Engine 4, and to be honest, I have no idea when Nintendo's next console is gonna even happen, because the Switch is so successful. And if it does happen, it's really gonna, at least to Star Allies level of effort. I feel like Star Allies doesn't represent a scope necessary for Pilot Wings, you know, from an environmental art angle. I feel like you could really make a good Pilot Wings game in Unreal Engine 4, and that's part of why the other day at work I was like, man, if I ever became a game dev, I would just focus on trying to make a good Rocket Belt. Just make it. Just, you start the game off as just Rocket Belt. Oh, thanks for tweeting that at me. I'll check it out later, Firehawk. I really do appreciate it. Nope. I can't clear with that. I gotta clear with that. Shit. I just wish there was a sort of positive reinforcement from the rest of humanity on the idea that dad bod is beautiful, like there was for Fat Chicks, because Queen didn't make a song about dad bod. Is basically what I'm saying here. Maybe if they made a song titled "Dad Bod, You Are Beautiful," I could. Oh wait, no, that's not Queen. That's that guy who's really inspired by Queen. Fuck, what was his name? He only did a few songs. But Fat Bottom Girls is made by Queen, and that's about that, so whatever, I'll count it. God, what was that other guy's name? Fuck. Can't remember for the life of me. Also, holy shit. I'm actually paying attention to the placement of these things and strategizing about how I'm supposed to tackle them. That's a first for me on Blue Sphere. But this environment is telegraphed in a way that not all of them are, because Blue Sphere is sometimes cruel. 84 fucking rings. I jumped didn't quite make it out. Fat Bottom Girls was tongue-in-cheek. Please elaborate. This layout is straight from Sonic and Knuckles. I just played it a couple days ago. I'm sure you're right. Also, sorry, Regin, I live in the future where I couldn't make it. I'm telling you, Dadbot is in with the chicks. Speaking of cruel. One question are you saying? I don't know, what do you... Oh, he's boring, wait. I don't even know what you're talking about. When? Man, what was that other guy's name? It's gonna drive me fucking nuts this entire stream. Mika, or no, just Mika. Mika is the Street Fighter character. Mika is the name of the singer. Yeah, did a really good single called "Relax, Take It Easy." In fact, there are quite a few good singles on that song, on that album. But one of the songs he made, and it got a music video, but I don't think it's a single. Was Big Girls, You Are Beautiful. And the reason I mixed that song up with Queen is because when that song came out, like, I was really into a couple of the other songs on the album, and then I clicked over to that one. I was like, what the fuck sort of Queen shit is this? And then I checked it out, and it's like on Wikipedia, they're like, inspired by Queen, and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense with the Fat Bottom Girls. But you're saying it's tongue-in-cheek, and I'm curious why you say that, because, I don't know, I'm not huge into Queen. Let me explain to you how fat bottom chicks are in fact a metaphor for licking capitalism. Okay. Now, the giant ass is a metaphor for Coca-Cola Corporation. Go on. I'm listening. I am really fucking sweating here. Because of that shit I just did, and now I'm gonna have to perfect jump through those. We're not going this way, we're going this way. Now it's the middle pieces. I'm fucked, aren't I? What do you want from me, game? No, I didn't, because I barely had any time in between streams. It's not meant to be taken. So I actually know like, I couldn't tell you any more lyrics about Fat Bottom Girls other than you make my rockin' world go round and get on your bikes and ride. That's literally it. Mostly because the get on your bikes and ride line made me laugh my ass off the first time I heard it, because I already heard Bicycle Race at that point. Oh, shit. That was a big mood. Also, something about Super Mario World with the cape, I feel like Left alone with a big fat nanny. She was such a naughty nanny. Ooh, big woman. You made a bad boy out of me. Okay. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, right, the cape and the way it looks in Super Mario World isn't, like, it doesn't quite look neat. Like, I don't know. That's kind of a lot of the art in that because it's so early, you know? Like, that and F-Zero are the first two fucking games on the SNES. From Nintendo, anyway. In Japan, at bare minimum. And, like, it's some rough 16-bit art. Bicycle race is a big mood. I hope you guys look out for my new Vaporwave album, Gigamoods. I'm gonna see... Man. It's like hard as hell to get up there. I have every Queen studio album except for Flash Gordon, if you want to consider that an actual Queen studio album. That's cool. Well, now I know what's up with that way. I guess I should get it since A Kind of Magic is also a soundtrack album and I have that. I didn't realize that was a soundtrack album. Is that for a soundtrack for a movie? It's A Kind of Magic? It's a kind of magic. Speaking of which, I was also tempted to do Rock Band singing streams, but I only wanted to do them if I could also focus on the guitar. And I think I accidentally re-broke my guitar. Like I got it working for a bit, but then I wanted to fix something else and then that broke it. And I was like, man, I am so good at life. That Kind of Magic is effectively the soundtrack to Highlander. Yeah. I like how there are 30 people watching and the chat's being completely dominated by talking about Queen. I find it interesting that I got my Rock Band guitars in my trunk. Dude, that's awesome. Mine was broken for a hell of a long time. And then I fixed it for like an hour. No, it was like 20 minutes. And that was really depressing. Because I was like, yay, I have something to play when drums kick the shit out of me. And then I was done. So I guess I'm just drummer for life. Now I have no hopes but to have dad bod, like all drummers. I guess not all drummers have dad bod. In fact, Teffer Leopard's drummer is skinny as hell despite drumming like a maniac. Also, he's missing an arm? Is that right? Welcome to 2 AM chat, where the subjects are made up and the words don't matter. I can't imagine doing a Rock Band stream, doing drums only late at night. Well, in town at least. Hey. Could be worse, Dan. You could be the bass player. Yeah, but you can be a bass player, right? And sing vocals. And that's fine. In Rock Band world, anyways. And that probably gets you laid if you're part of a band. I hate that going backwards shit. I hate it. I hate that it is required learning here. Damn it. I think both Dan and Bob are terrible bass players that you're even worse at playing blues. Ha 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 hee hee. I had the Fender bass controller and left it at a friend's place accidentally when I changed duty stations. Dude, that sucks. Data Richardson says, I don't have a dad bod and I play drums IRL. Yeah. Now, this is me projecting. I swear you can hear everything in the town at certain times of night. I'm sure. At least Mania takes effort to teach you how to work with backward springs when it's not going to kill you instantly. Also, hi Duck Invasion, how's it going? Doing my chill ass after hours stream. I'm glad Fox passed out. That way she can't say anything about me. She's such a bully, you guys. Please protect me from Fox. I made her my mod because she said she would beat me up if I didn't. Hell yeah. What's the difference between a bass player and a pizza? A pizza can feed a family of 4. Ooh. Oh my god, that shouldn't have worked at all. I totally landed on the blank there, but whatever. Doesn't matter, still counts. Dan cries on stream. This is seemingly... This seems familiar. This seems like part of this is that other race, the impossible one. Also, the descriptor of Ray as being yellow Tails is hilarious because it implies you have no idea that Tails is yellow. Jesus. These things. Also, I'd like to note, even though this was called a stream where I decompress, because I couldn't sleep after the Mega Maker stream, I totally drank a sizable thing of coffee before starting this with some creamer. Because, you know, that's what I wanted. Yeah, no, you did this one earlier, Dan. Yeah, that was the one I was stumped on forever. Because I feel like that's the one where it first actually demands that you understand core concepts of the race minigame. That I feel are less universal to all games. Like, the way you turn corners is worryingly tight. Okay, so... How am I supposed to get this if I'm not him, though? Forget what I do here. I don't know. Because I don't bounce any higher. Was it really just... That doesn't seem right. It's gotta be something over here I'm missing. Is it this? Yeah, it's that. Wow. Very small. Boys, boys. Didn't Bob beat this? Bob beat Encore mode. Dan, if you keep hitting the clutch like that, you're going to drop your tranny. Nope, that pun doesn't make sense to me. Oh, right, it's that tube on the left side above the goo. I remember getting confused by this too. Yeah, no, I got confused by that last time. Like playing through this. Because after I got all the Chaos Emeralds for Mania on the normal game, I did a victory lap of the game because it had been forever since I played it. And, yeah. Good job. Just according to Kikaka. You know, the funny thing is Bob said, Keiku forever. Like, and I'd never seen the meme. So for the longest time, our friends group was saying, according to Keiku. And then one day I see it, and I slap my forehead so hard, and I go, Bob, god damn it, this says Keikaku. I was like, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this formation makes no sense. I can make it make sense if I just clear out this purple. No. Still doesn't actually make sense. I'm doing this so wrong. It's depressing. It's just hard to switch from Sonic Brain to Puyo Brain. Especially at this hour. Okay, with any luck, this will clear that, that'll clear those, that will set that up. Okay, and if I stuck one more yellow over there, that would have worked great. But hey, I got a trophy for triple trouble. I don't know how the fuck I don't already have that trophy, but whatever. Puyo, this is Puyo money where the mouth is. That's pretty good. Best boss of the game, possibly. Dan, what is the best meme? Oh yeah, no, Keiki means cake because the intro song to Azumangadayo is Sora Mimi Keiki, which stands for raspberry cake, if I remember correctly. And in that face. Have you seen the new Spider-Man PS4? Oh, is there a PS4 model that's designed after the Spider-Man game? Because that Spider-Man game, part of me is like, it's not gonna be rewarding action game feeling, but it still is probably gonna be a pretty great game. It's gonna be like an Infamous tier, hopefully. Hopefully. Lock on technology. Or as I like to call it, in-joke zone. Which is fun. As it stands, I don't think there's a really great meme going on right now. I think they're all old. All the good memes are dead right now. All the great memes are dead. Also, I totally did not realize I'm not into Mega Man Maker anymore, so these are fun to watch. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad that Like, I'm not saying I'm glad you're not into Mega Man Maker, but I'm glad people who watch that and enjoy what we did there are willing to, okay, now this is definitely part of one that drove me insane, and I think parts of it are constructed into that giant race course at the beginning of Encore's Emeralds. But yeah, I'm glad that people who watch that are willing to watch us play other things and don't just want to interface with us in that very, very reductive, like, I came here to watch you suffer to my level specifically sort of way, you know? Like, there's plenty of things, painful things in gaming. You're not the only person who made a game or level that is excruciating to tolerate. Not saying you actually do that, Duck Invasion, but you get my point. Like, I know a lot of YouTubers who don't even get the attachment rate we do for our Mega Man Maker content versus other stuff, you know? Like, for example, we did the Mega Man Maker stream tonight. We had 80 people. Right now, we have... That was risky as shit. We have, like, 38. So that's almost half. And that's awesome. Like, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. It is hard to talk. But yeah, I know some channels where... Come on. I know some channels where they're lucky to get a fifth as many views on their not main channel videos as their main ones, you know? And that's unfortunate. Because people are deeper than that, you know? Like, people... Assuming the person whose video you're watching is a real human and isn't just presenting themselves as a character, I feel like there should be more value in them doing more than one show. You should be willing to engage with, you know, people you watch on more than one type of content. Because, you know, part of what's wrong with TV is how... Man, yeah, no, fuck it. I'm out of time anyway. 40 Dan fans in here, the rest must be Bob Bros. Yeah, perfectly down the level. Middle. I've been wondering, are the Mega Man powered up levels still a thing? I've got a few you can try. Yes, they're still a thing. We just haven't gotten around to it. My very presence increases his blood pressure 30%. I'm glad thinks the only way anyone would watch Gigaboots is to watch them suffer. I mean, some people absolutely. Cheese Station says, I was watching you guys long before Mega Man Maker. Hear more because you guys are entertaining and actually engaged with your community. I mean, I thought it was weird when I went to... I went to that 300 live views stream, and I thought it was weird that they seemed to not even be cognizant that there was a chat going, and it's like... I mean, there's a huge divide between the way I want to run a channel and how the larger, more popular channels run their stuff. Firehawk says, I'd poke you to drop by my stuff more often, Dan, but I know how busy you are. Honestly, both you and Vox, I basically stop by anytime I'm not busy, and it just, as of late, has been lining up more with when she streams than when you stream. Like, I know for quite a few of her recent ones, and at very least a couple of your most recent ones, I was at work and busy, so I wasn't able to stop by. I really want these guys to get to make a game with fully original levels. It would just be nice if it was a mildly different aesthetic than this one. I wonder if it's hard to imagine... I wonder if it's hard to imagine a Sonic game on something more powerful than a Sega Saturn to have a clear vision for it visually. Because that's what they said this was, which I disagree. They don't have enough quads. I feel like there are way too many triangles. They say their engine supports quads, but I'm not really seeing any quads in the assets and stuff. Quads are four-sided polygons. I'm just here in case Dan spontaneously plays battle chess. You have no... I mean, I might. Now I come here for the community on a whole, be it Dan, Bob, Firehawk, Buns, the Discord in general, Fox, etc. I love everything and everyone here. Yeah, no, it's an awesome community. As I keep telling everyone, like, I feel like it's awesome that we can engage with people the way we do. Firehawk says, yeah, my health situation is making it very hard for me to keep a consistent show. It's hard to keep a consistent show, period. So I don't think a single person is going to be like, Firehawk, why isn't your show out of consistent time? Like, just having any life and not doing, you know, this as a job, it is insanely hard to keep a consistent schedule. Like, I think about this a lot, but a lot of people, when I told them I was cutting back hours at work so that way I could focus more on the channel, I remember... What was I supposed to do there? Flasha, I'm not Bob. I'm Dan. I love this animation, so I'm gonna watch it real quick. I do appreciate how much you and Bob interact with the chat and the audience base. I feel why your audience is more generous in a relative sense to other channels. Been a Dan fan since he sang that song. This is the same for that band Trap. Man, it sure has been a wild ride. Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought that was like the career path I would ultimately take from there to here? I like when you crouch eat, his eyes like move up just a little bit. I didn't get to what my point there was. My point was, people were really worried about me taking time off to work more on the channel. I took off Sundays, and it's like, I already had to do that for Fridays, guys. We're already too late. I already took a step towards that. Saying that I shouldn't do it means we should not do Fridays, you know? There was a time where when I was doing nightly stuff 7 days a week on twitch.tv/JustinTV and Mogulus before that, I'd pull like a 40-hour week every week. That was a long time ago. I don't understand how that's sustainable, Firehawk. Like, this is... I literally was only able to take the Sundays off because people support us with the funds. Like, you gotta fucking eat, you know? You gotta pay for bills and shit. I don't know, man. I just worry that too much of the internet is poor people getting poorer to be able to make it and then ending up not working out. Which is why I constantly tell people, if you want to get into a YouTube channel doing it for fun, sure. If you want to do it for business reasons, understand the insanity of the impossibility of getting popular nowadays on YouTube. It's so fucking difficult. It is so fucking difficult. And admittedly, we may have actually been aided doing Mega Man Maker on YouTube instead of Twitch, because one, Twitch doesn't actually have a thing to properly log that that's a game you're playing, and two, smaller pond for people playing said game. Throwback Friday, wait, Saturday. Throwback Saturday to Send Back Saturday, there we go. To when I stumbled into a random live streamer's Mega Man Maker stream, and it turned out he had been shit-talking me for months, because I guess that's his idea of a joke, is shit-talking people who he doesn't even fucking know. That was such an insane moment, I couldn't help but laugh at him and all of it. Okay, here we go. This is the run. Because yeah, as Bob said when I brought that up the other day, like, that was the moment where he's like, wait a second, have we made it? Like, Oh man, that took a shitload of rings out of me at the end. I would have found the Giga Boys if it wasn't for Mega Maker. VA said it was something I should do out of the kindness of my heart because I'm family. Wait a second. I'd had to drop my normal employment to... Oh, okay. You're talking about taking care of your father because of quad bypass. I literally had to keep an eye on him constantly, no pay. The VA said it's something I should do out of the kindness of my heart because of... Yeah. Yeah. Spaceman... Well, let me answer a couple things. That's cool, Jared. But City says, can't confirm originally when Mega Man Maker first came out to see some levels. Stayed because everyone involved is fun to chat with or hear while doing things. Spaceman, what's Mega Super Lion even up to now? He hasn't drunkenly barged into chat and accuses of DDoSing him lately. So, for the longest time, and I legit am subscribed to him, so, like... Like, people, they think that's odd, but I'm subscribed to a few people who do Mega Man Maker content just to see what's up with them. You know? I should subscribe to Etherville. I'm not sure that I have, because he's the only person who's played anywhere near the same quantity of levels as Bob and myself. And he may have beaten that level tonight that I ultimately quit on because I had spent over 40 minutes. I spent 45 minutes on like 2 different levels, and I feel really awful about that because I know as viewers that probably was awful. That was probably some old school Gigaboots playing Mega Man Maker levels of like, Dan, just fucking quit. And I just wouldn't. Until eventually I did, because I was starting to lose it between the pressure of the stream and the pressure of executing, not understanding what happened to me from the beginning of the stream until then, like how my entire soul was sapped out, and other stuff like that. But yeah, somebody was saying they think Etherville played that level, and I bet he probably beat it, because I think I also stumbled into Etherville's video of that. I only need 5 more rings. And there are 3 right here. Hell yes. Gustavo, this doesn't pick up from what's going on. So this is just me playing some some Sonic Mania to cool down from Mega Man Maker. Dan, do what you gotta do. I agree it's difficult to make it on YouTube nowadays. I feel if you try, you need to keep at least a part-time job, not only to pay bills, but also to keep oneself grounded. I don't know about the grounded thing. This game sometimes. Blue Sphere is a fucking travesty. Maybe. I mean... Oh, man, that just took every last ring out of me. That was terrible. Yeah, that's totally it, Toad. It's not that I was like, do I want to play Sonic 3 or Sonic Mania, and I wanted to save Sonic 3 for Sonic Month, so I played Sonic Mania. Tosh promised me she would play through Sonic 3 with me, so... Hashtag keep Tosh honest. And those rings are just fucking gone. But I am still on the Mega Man Maker streams chat. Are you guys on the Sonic one? Yes. Yeah, there are people here. They're chatting. It's not Mega Man Maker. Chat. You can stay where you are. That was close. It doesn't let me control there. I tried to roll into a ball the whole time. Shit. The worst part is that anyone could have taken, like, I know Warlick made a wiki page for it now, but anyone could have easily gone to DeviantArt and found some art that was fitting of the fictional character we've described a billion times over. God knows DeviantArt's probably covering that. I'd be more surprised if it wasn't. And that's what I really don't want. I don't want on our wiki to be a random DeviantArt, this terrible fetish drawing of Amy accredited to some dumb joke I made that I still think the funny part of the joke's the not emphasized part, but you know, whatever. I say that, Dan, because I've seen people get a little large on YouTube and then they get lost in their own popularity. I'm not really the type to do that. Like, me and Bob are us, and you know. I don't know how popular Bob is at his job. I'm sure he's more popular than he gives himself credit for, but I think I'm relatively popular at my job in that I can't get in and out without a bunch of people. Dan's on a diet, he won't get too large. See? Is Dan ready? Right? Yeah. Should I just type it in? Yes. But yeah, no, you're not wrong. That does happen to people. I mean, for fuck's sake, look at some of the people I know. I think the point where you start referring to what you're doing as video essays, that's when you start getting lost in the weeds. That's been my experience. I like that his flashing eyes are the things making the sound. No, that's the, you know, past the remote, you know that's how I get. That's how I get. It's late at night. We're going to talk about philosophy. We're going to talk about social injustices. And talk about all sorts of stuff. That's just how it is. Man, it's disengaging that flying up thing because I hit the left end of the frame. Left edge of the frame kind of annoys the hell out of me. Essays. I hate tests. Yeah. Considering that I'm really self-destructively self-depreciating at a level similar to Dan, I don't think he has to worry about getting a big head. He's had one for years. I mean, I literally have a large head. Fitting in hats is a nightmare. No joke. So this is the level of self-denigrating I am, or at least self-underestimating, I guess, is maybe a better way to put it. But you guys know how I am about pixels and stuff, right? Like, I'm super tuned into that shit. I'm convinced that the PS1, PS2 just have the worst video out in the entire retro scene, but because no one else will cop to it, I'm like, maybe I'm an idiot. But now, after like so long training on tuning the OSSC for different things and all sorts of other crap, I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh my god, I'm right. This thing is just fucking trash. And no one else has tuned the thing enough to find out. And the only person I trust to have like done the research is Firebrand X. And though he has tuned Final Fantasy X stuff, I don't think he's given me the numbers or posted the numbers. He may have, honestly. Maybe I should go put those in. But I don't own Final Fantasy X. I don't know if Bob does either. Let's talk about thick things. Hey, remember that raid? I just like video essays. However, video essays? You probably heard Char make comments about how I have a one life clear of Castlevania and then immediately say, well, I took one too many hits back there and I'm not too happy with the run. Yeah, no, I know, you're really good at games and you're way too critical on yourself about it. Like, you and Vox are definitely way better than me at video games. 110%. Don't let Vox know I said that. Bullshit. Yeah, no, it's not bullshit. You two are absolutely better than me. And I can see it. And, yeah, no, it's just something I have to deal with. Which is fine. I've never thought of myself as especially great at video games. I just thought of most people around me as not. She will know. Is that a threat? I just thought of most people around me as not as good at video games. I probably had more of an ego when I was a kid. What does it say? Is it Denki King? Is that what it... Besides, you saw me play, You saw me play Super Mario World. Has anybody modded a PS2 to support SDI output at Gigaboots? That is so many layers of not even the current concern. Apparently doing an HDMI mod for your PS2 involves... Excuse me. Well, heartburn. That was vomit. Doing an HDMI mod for the PS2 involves a 21-pin soldering trick, and that's a nightmare. So what? Am I supposed to... Okay. So here... God. High-level blue sphere. What is your fucking deal? Great, now I sound like I'm John Green. Here's an open letter to Blue Sphere. Blue Sphere, what the hell? Why are you in this fun game? Why can't you hang out in a Bubsy game? Sincerely, Dan Mitchell. Who will be there to enjoy my rich John Green roasts? Yep, I wasn't supposed to get those middle ones first. I have an SDI capture card from our all sports streaming rig, so my question is pretty niche, I guess. It's easy enough if you... Oh, sorry, Master Tehi. Make sure you click that bell. I probably said that last time, but boom, ring that bell. You want to rage? If yes, then place Blue Sphere. That's how I feel every time. If you use an HDMI to SDI adapter, you can easily do it. In fact, we're kind of getting to a point with our HDMI out on our camera where it's frustrating that it isn't SDI, because SDI is much harder to hurt the port, and I'm constantly worried that the stiffness of our HDMI cable is going to make our camera break our capture card. Live action capture port. No, I don't. But you called me Bob. Don't do it ever again. Even when you ring the bell icon, YouTube might not notify her because fuck subscribers, I guess. I should get, Oh. You're sick. You're sick, Blue Sphere. You hear me? What the fuck? SDI. Sorry. It's not the Sega Technical Institute. What was I saying? Fuck. Did you get the all emerald clear AXM? Have you hit any snags with Switch HDCP when doing capture? I have to use an HDMI stripper to, or HDCP stripper to get it to do audio. Yeah, why do people hate the half pipe? I actually much prefer that over Blue Sphere. Have a good night, Pass the Road. I'll see you next time. Yeah, I have no idea what's with you guys. I love this, though. I'm on 6 of the 7 Emeralds in Chaos Encore mode. Apparently the bad ending is even worse. Yeah, we got the bad ending. I'd rather have the Sonic 2 half-pipe. Yeah, Firehawk agrees. Hi, what's up? I'm just dropping back in to see how... look up how Sonic Mania Plus is going. Yeah, no, I'm just playing on my, I'm just playing on Mania mode as Ray because I enjoy Ray, and I can save Encore for later. I never had a problem with the blue spheres. I only thought it was inferior to 2. I didn't think it was a damn nightmare back in the Genesis days because it looked impressive back then. But nowadays it's like it doesn't look impressive and it feels awful because you can only turn at certain joints, you know? You can only turn every joint and yeah. Also, hi Sonic Ace 007. This shit again. I hear if you get all the blue spheres, oh no, I did this backwards. Sonic Mania will just replace the blue sphere thing in Mania mode with the mini game. From Encore mode, or the running thing. Okay, this is it, everyone. I missed 12 rings. Apparently, I wasn't executing those optimally. This is, Ray. Blue Spheres is just too long of a bonus round to be playable at any checkpoint. The pinball thing in Encore is even longer. I feel like the pinball mode in Encore, that's what it was. It wasn't the racing thing, it was the pinball mode. I feel like that's better, though, because you can get out whenever you want, and it's additive to your experience. You get to fill up on lives, you get to fill up on power-ups. My blood pressure spiked when you started bouncing. Sorry, Justice Zach, didn't mean to scare you. Firehawk, all I'm gonna say is, all that matters is doing what makes you happy. And I feel like in my life, I let myself do a lot of things that weren't necessarily the best things for me because I was able to write it off as being productive versus not being productive, even though, you know, the alternative would have been helpful to my health. And that's part of why I'm hiding in other stuff now, you know? Get through them and sort of get the unlockables. Yeah, no, I mean, at very least. I'm glad you like Blue Sphere, Master Tehi, because I sure shit do not enjoy it. Especially not in that quantity. But I still haven't beaten them all, so I have to keep trying. Oh, well then. I love this boss. I know I'm totally cheesing it as this dude. Yeah, it's the mushroom. It's the chicken from Mushroom Hill. Isn't that awesome? I think it's great. Man, I do not remember this boss at all. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be a lot more legit in how you, you know, approach it. You know, you have to do different things for each phase, but I'm Ray, so I don't have to do dick. Just too cool. In an encore mode, there's a ring there. I like how encore mode mixes up these levels. I appreciate things like that. Like, I hope Mega Man 11 gets a mode like that where levels are remixed. That'd be cool. That'd be some good DLC. Oh man, I lost my ring magnetism, and then I lost my fire shield. I used to rule the world. Oh no. Boys. Oh, I thought that was gonna go to the right, but I guess it was facing the left, so joke's on me. You were expecting Sonic 3, but it was I, Mania! Boys. But is this Bob's apartment or Dan's? It is Bob's townhouse. You could say it's an apartment, but it is owned by the Robert Video Games Estate. So even though we have neighbors, we don't actually have to give a shit about the sound level because they don't have anyone to call. And as I've explained, this level cannot display properly on this TV because the sky is too bright and it's everywhere. And as I've explained to people, I would love to be a nice, quiet neighbor, but I basically can't afford to do it. Like, I'm not putting an act up on the streams. Like, this is just how I am. I'm a loud person when I try to make jokes. And I try to joke a lot. So, like, the thought that I should, you know, sacrifice the quality of the stream and everything else because a neighbor might be upset, potentially, is not something I can permit myself to care about. Not that we've ever had any complaints, but that may doobie. Oh, I said doobie. And I can't escape now. That might just be because they have no one to complain to, but I feel like they would probably complain to us in person if it was a problem. Let's see if I can get through with this time. I can fly, right? Every Sonic collection I have... Wait. Every Sonic collection late, I check to see, and those two are all just missing. Which two? I don't know. I'm between you and Bob and the loudness thing. I can be as loud as involved in multiplayer shenanigans, but I'm usually pretty calm and quiet. Well, I mean, you can see my demeanor is different in this stream than the other stream. And that's just because this is a quieter stream. That's just what this stream is. Like when I used to do color grading streams where I'd invite the executive producers, this is about how loud I would be, this is about how active I would be. You guys want to hear a true story? Doesn't US have laws against excessive noise in inhabited areas? Yes, but the definition of excessive is kind of generous. Like, I'm not gonna say it needs to be right here, but damn near. In my experience, because a long time ago, there was some insane amount of noise pollution in a place I was at. Damn it, Dan. That was obvious. Anyway, one of the #1 things that pushed me over the edge to actually diet was the Smash Bash video. Now, I made jokes about him not being that handsome in the video, because, you know, that's what you do when someone's namesake is something. But I did seriously look at the footage afterward, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm fat. You know, as it turns out, years of a relatively sedentary job and not enough time to, or the means, and I'm not going to go into specifics here, but not enough time or means necessary to do a lot of meal prep led to this. So, you know, I was like, okay, that was cool. That made me feel pretty cool. Yeah. And then, like, another thing is the subjectivity of attraction and how annoying that is. And I know I've brought that up before, and it may be just me rambling, but it is really frustrating. It's frustrating to be like, I'm upset about how I look, but there's a significant possibility that someone will be less attracted to me if I lose weight, and her name is Tosh. Like, Tosh is legit gonna be upset if she sees abs on me, is basically the tier we're at. So, like, it's complicated. It's, at a certain point, your naivete protects you from having to think things through more than is convenient. Because if you reduce things down to being skinny is more attractive, then it's like, okay, so to be attractive, all I need to do is lose weight. And that's a much easier worldview than being a thick guy who works out and watches his diet. I don't know. It's just fucking complicated, and I'm not gonna ramble on anymore about this, but it's a very frustrating thing about life. Average? That's terrible. That's really, really terrible. No Spinball themed special zones equals literally unplayable. So has spoken Zardoz, which is now the name of all super chats. Let's see. Like I said, you could just have the dad bod appearance, but have it be 90% muscle like Kingpin. I don't think Kingpin has... I don't know what interpretation of Kingpin you are referring to. What? What do you want? Okay, Techmoan posted a video on Patreon. Neat. I don't know which interpretation of Kingpin you're referring to, but I do not believe he has what would be described as dad bod. I think he just has huge bod. I need to go right. Each one of these is a 4x4 grid, making it 16 rings, which means have a weird amount of rings left, and that's bugging me. It does not divide evenly into 16. Does it now? Yes, it does. Oh, no. Oh, Dan. Gross. Fuck. Jesus. Not having dinner made me lose roughly 35 pounds. I mean, that's the thing, though. You think you're not attractive, but you have no fucking idea what people are attracted to. And that's, like, you know, and there's not just one gender that's attracted to your gender. God, I'm so upset that I did that with those fucking rings. God, I'm a jackass. Like, Bob, I shit you not, Bob 100% convinced he's not attractive. Now, some of that may have to do with aggro telling him he looks like a gargoyle for a good bit of our friendship, or golem. I think it was a golem. But yeah, no shit, Bob does not think he's attractive. So the idea that people are donating money, like hitting on him, is just completely outside of his realm of comprehension. Man, fuck. Look, Firehawk, they are giving me, right? They are giving me shit for getting everything there. It's not optional to not get it because I want everything. Oh shit. Oh, that was cool as hell. I went from very pudgy. Danny Richards says, I went from very pudgy 280 to a svelte 185. The lean but still soft stage was definitely the most popular and easiest to maintain. Tosha will be stoked. Yeah, I am 233, I think. Dan could have had it all. The only girl that was maybe attracted to me, I never managed to talk to because I'm a fucking idiot and I want to kill myself. In other news, Flying Battery is a great level. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Danny Richardson. Like, yeah. Yeah, Bob, I think it would help Bob feel more attractive if the people who hit on him were more his type. Like, 'cause he's straight, so guys hitting on him doesn't really affect him in the same way as a chick hitting on him. But that's not even it. I think a lot of chicks who aren't his type hit on him, and that, you know, may affect it too. This is all between us. No one tell Bob. But yeah, AXM, I don't know how old you are, but really don't worry about it. You can meet plenty of people, and you'll find people who are interested in your body type who are great for you, and you are great with them. And if your body type is something you feel needs work, then, you know, work on it. I mean, obviously, fucking, I need to swap engineers. Is there a mod on PC that puts his daughter there instead of him in the spider boss when we get there? But yeah, I mean... Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh, you just have to keep attacking the trash until the whole thing's over, I guess. After living the Portland hipster lifestyle, then moving back into my small logging hometown, I feel Bob's pain. People find me attractive, but not the type of people I'm interested in dating. Yeah. I just can't though. It's not a matter of attractiveness. It's that I physically can't talk to anyone, so not even some of my relatives, social anxiety or whatever. Yeah, no, that's a real thing. And probably our core demo, I'm judging by all the people who talk about it. Not judging you or anything. Danny Richardson said, I hit 160 at my lowest. I'm 6'3". I've also been a bone man. Dan, it's 3 a.m. Why aren't you asleep? It is 3 a.m. Honestly, because I'm having a fun time with you guys? Is that not a good answer? Also, I'm critically fucking up this boss fight. And I almost got crushed. Dan might like Sonic a bit too much. I don't know, I feel like I probably would have quit by now if I wasn't streaming. Boneman says, I'm 110 pounds and 6'2". Yeah, well, some people are into that. Like, that's the thing. We always paint attractiveness as this easily measurable quality, right? Like, that it only fits on one axis, it only works in one way, and it's super easy to figure out. Like, is someone attractive? Yes, no. And yet, it's really not. It is super not. Like, some people will be more attracted to you if you're more fit, if you're fatter, if you're lighter. I mean, Fox was bringing up that Wikipedia article the other thing about BBWs. So, like, it's useless. You can't, like, I understand the social anxiety thing. I really do. It shocked the shit out of Bob's mom when I told her one day that I actually am not the best public speaker, because her son I am. But also because, like, I talk a lot when I hang out with Bob. And to her, that just makes her assume that I'm a very social, outgoing person. And I'm more like a mix. Like, for the most part, I don't like, go out of my way to talk to everyone because I have no interest. Because, to be real, I'm too honest of a guy, and to some people that can get you into some serious shit with them, because you'll say something that upsets them. And that's kind of been our whole channel. I'm not saying we're too real for people, but I'm saying that, like, yeah, it'd probably help people get along with us more if we just didn't go against the grain. I used to be mute due to social anxiety. I had friends like that. Still have. They aren't like that anymore, but I used to be really bad about that. Also, hi, Leandro. How's it going? I'm a pretty social guy, but I've honestly have never met someone who I could hang out with every day and still enjoy it. Still, several relationships I've been in just felt like hard work for no reason. For me, my best relationships came out of people who were friends. Like, ladies who were friends and got promoted. That's a clumsy word for it, but you know what it fucking... You know what I fucking mean. But got promoted to, you know, girlfriend status, that sort of thing. Because really, you want a girlfriend. You want a mate that is just like your best friend, you know? And I worry about our chemistry as it comes off in the... Like, I was really anxious about the... And there was a ring back there. Like a giant ring. I'm gonna kill myself. Maybe I'm gonna get 12 rings and then kill myself. I was really worried how our chemistry would come off in the Splatoon video, because it's me trying to make jokes, but also hanging out with Tosh, and I worried that the chemistry we have wouldn't play well for our camera, that sort of thing. Because, like, when I'm with her, I'm a lot more quiet. Dan, you and Tosh are super cute together. That's what Chloe said, but I figured Chloe was biased. A lot of people take themselves way too seriously and cause angst and anxiety on others by fishing for offense. Those people are the real antisocials, not people like you. Yeah, that's a thing. What it comes down to is their body type didn't make the relationships fun anymore. That is an interesting phrase unit number 2. And I'm not sure if you're kidding. That is... I'm not able to imagine that. Please give me... Just... And I already hit a checkpoint, so it's a done deal. Just, I'm done. You're unwavering in your personality on camera regardless of when she's in the room. That's a good bond that I found trouble finding. A lot of people aren't used to people who are very real. You know, so a lot of girlfriends... Mates in general, I'm sure, just really want someone to lie to them. You know, to be very fake. To pretend they're someone better than they are, or someone more caught up in superficialities than they are. And okay, what it comes down to is their body type didn't make the relationships any more fun. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, unit number 2. Right, and like that's the thing. That's why Tosh I've described as hot sauce before, because she literally makes everything better. The one actual flaw with Tosh, and she knows this is a problem she has, and Bob has the same problem, that their ability to communicate ideas or be descriptive is a little hindered by their antisocial tendencies. In Tosh's case, she was raised by a Filipino lady, because she's half Filipino. And in Bob's case, he was just not very social, and still isn't. But he's getting better. He's getting a lot better. In fact, most of the people from high school, when they find out about this channel and they watch Bob on it, they're kind of shocked, because you could have gone through years of classes with Bob and he never would have said a word. And like that's a huge amount of... One moment. It's a huge social... Like, obviously, he's just not a very social guy, which is fine. But it does make, you know, communication difficult. Sometimes. And that can be frustrating to me. Okay, Dan, just don't fuck it up. Fuck off, Sonic Mania. A big message from the stream is that friendship is magic. She's the hot sauce in your bag. Swag. I rather enjoy poking at Tosh because I can absolutely tell she's not sure what to make of me. I'm a horrible troll. I think... I don't know. I feel like people misread Tosh pretty frequently. The funniest thing that happened, unit number 2 says, make me sound like a shallow dick the way you read that first time around. Sorry for the all caps, Dan. I might have overreacted. No, that's exactly why, I felt so bad. Because I said literally the exact opposite of what you meant. You're like, I don't know, their awesome bodies of all these ladies I date just don't help our shitty relationships. And then I'm like, I don't know, they just don't have a good enough body, and it ruins it for me. But yeah, no, one time, Aggro went to describe Tosh to someone, I think it was his mom, like his mom is friends with me on Facebook. But she's a cool lady, and at one point in time, I was renting a room in their house, but that was a very long time ago. Like the PSP was new, is how long ago that was. But like one time he described, his mom asked how Tosh was, and Aggro was like, yeah, Dan just found a really sweet girl, a nice girl who just pretty quiet and doesn't question him too much. And I'm like, you do not know Tosh. Because that's the thing. It's not that she doesn't question me much. It's that we literally, like, a lot of why we work really well is we see eye to eye on tons and tons of stuff. Like, it's not that she's just being complacent and not challenging me on stuff. It's that literally we already agree on a lot of stuff. Like, and it's not just the easy stuff, like we both love mushrooms, so we can get a pizza with a shitload of mushrooms and be super fucking happy. You know, it's like slightly larger scale priorities, and it's larger political, philosophical stuff, like the idea of Bayonetta 2, or Bayonetta being exploitative, sexist bullshit instead, like... Okay, so... I feel like this was the area earlier where I just ended up bouncing forever on yellows. I don't know what happened there. Speaking of I don't know what happened there, what the fuck is the deal with this? This is heinous. You people are monsters. Why? Okay, 1 second. Great if I knew how to fucking do anything from here. Look at that. What the fuck was that? I like the show because you guys are pretty honest with your opinions, even if they aren't the popular ones. I mean, yeah, it would have been a billion times easier for us to be like, Super Metroid's a great game. And I think what it did is really important. I think how much it pushes the Super NES is really important. But I think mechanically the game suffers compared to... Mechanically the game suffers compared to the later ones because the platforming just doesn't feel as snappy. It doesn't feel as good. And I really do need to try those mods that people have made to make it feel better. But I still haven't. Whoop. Boys, boys, boys. Super Metroid is too, because they're bad, because they're two different jobs. Is that how I sound? Is that how we sound on stream? Bob and I are like, that Super Metroid 2 is awful because it has two different kinds of jump. Two! That is twice too many. There should be one jump. But yeah, I could understand if you played Super Metroid when it first came out, like the fucking mind-blowing nature of those visuals and that music and everything else. You know? There's mastery of tone in Super Metroid that just isn't really there for basically any of Nintendo's other first-party offerings on the Super NES. The closest you're gonna get is Yoshi's Island, and yes, they may have nailed that tone, but that tone is fucking obnoxious. That is just too much whimsy. I guess whimsy isn't even a good word for it. What would be a good word for it? The stream should have been called The Blue Spheres of Madness. Dan Video Games and the Blue Spheres of Madness. Be careful, Tyler. You won't like what you find out there. Blue Spheres. Yeah, I don't think the Castlevanias nearly go as much for ambience outside of Symphony of the Night, but that may be because of the fidelity of it, you know. It's got two jumps and you even do a long jump when you're going fast enough. That makes 3. What Bob was doing during yesterday's stream. How I'm doing it. Come on. There we go. That's the level of mastery we need here for this boss fight. I disagree with him on the one-up thing with the buddies. I think that's a great idea and a really cool way to take difficulty in Sonic, you know? That was cool. You get him, Ray. Yeah. 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 Super Castlevania 4 was moody as fuck though. Yes, but I feel like the visuals don't work as well as Super Metroid's to really hit that, you know, that exact pitch. Like, I feel like the environments don't do enough and the music doesn't do enough to really build into it to the same extent that Super Metroid does. The Robotnik's daughter thing also doesn't work because it's Robotnik flying out of the capsule, not some girl. Fair. They would have to figure out some more complicated way to get that done mod-wise. Oh, are you just saying for people who thought that originally? Yeah, no. I didn't see it at all, but I still think it's funny. I'm pretty sure that thing came with a USB cable, but I could be wrong. I figured there was one over here. This game needs more Jetsons songs, otherwise it's rad. Yeah, no, the Ice Area song is a great song. Ice Cap Zone. I feel like I've got enough rings. Yeah, I've got 44 now. Plus these make 64. I should just focus on catching up. Oh, that was close. God, I hate that. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna go back up for that review of Gigaboots. Oh, cool. Got 5 out of 7. Gigaboot's impeccable audio and video quality, unbiased opinions, in-depth research and coverage, humor, grit, and personality needs more wrestling coverage. So I haven't been into wrestling since I was really young. Mainly, I feel because I think that being another thing that was kind of tied in a weird way to my father, because I know I watched wrestling at his place. Like, I can talk to my brother about this tomorrow, just to get more details down. But I feel like part of that going on made it so when he just stopped being a thing in my life, and, you know, I got older and I was like, man, wrestling's fake. I feel like those two combined into me just being like, fuck wrestling. Because, you know, a lot of people didn't think that shit was fake. And they're really dumb, and... oh my fucking Christ! I feel like they may have, like, ruined it for me. You know? So, with the idea of... man, lots of talk. But yeah, I played wrestling games on the Super NES, and I think the last wrestling game I played was either PS1 or N64. Pretty sure it was PS1. That's interesting. Good thing I got off of that. I'm just gonna watch it do its business. It never opens. Oh, okay. Its multiplayer was okay, but it wasn't anything especially compelling, I feel. It sort of looked like I could, but it also looked like I couldn't. I think it was a solid wall. I didn't try it because it looked like a solid wall to me. That's why. Okay. I can figure this out. This level, especially the second half, really gave me a Freedom Planet vibe that worried the hell out of me. And thus, I could sort of see where Just as Zach says he's been up there. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. That's why I spent so long staring at it. I was like, is this gonna be safe? And then ultimately, I sided with the, I don't know. But it really worried the hell out of me. And you need to talk to CK20XX. His views of the Sonic game seem to be interesting to you. He's also a big fan of Freedom Planet. Oh, I guess I didn't tell you. When we teamed up to help with your GoFundMe, we literally had a private conversation where he's like, I have some beef with you on Freedom Planet, but that doesn't matter right now. We need to talk about Firehawk and his GoFundMe. And that's how I assume he sounds. I assume he sounds like Optimus Prime, because that's way better than having an argument with a high-pitched, whiny internet nerd. Way better. I'd much rather have an argument with Optimus Prime. Good job, Dan. We didn't talk it out. We didn't have a conversation about it, because for fuck's sake, the last thing I want to do... Like, here's the fucking thing. Here's the fucking thing about me and Bob. We have absolutely no interest in changing anyone's opinion. We don't care about changing your opinion. We care about informing you. We care about being honest about our opinions to you and explaining the reasons for them. I think when people treat objectively measurable stuff like the OSSC versus Framemeister as an opinion that is harmful to people, but I don't give a shit if you agree with me on Super Metroid or not. That's entirely up to you. If I can help somebody out there who agrees with me help find why they dislike Super Metroid, then that's fine. So I don't give a shit that he likes Freedom Planet. I wish I liked Freedom Planet, because like we were involved with the beta for it, you know? We were there at the ground level. Like Sarah Lean hooked us up with them and got us in to do early coverage and do beta stuff. We got to play stuff that's still not out for that game somehow. It's like stuck in dev hell, I assume, because it's somehow not out this many years later, this many platform ports later. Like, it would be great if I loved Freedom Planet. Problem, it has a real tone problem. Okay, there was nothing up there for me. Here I go. It has an insane tone problem. That game is so tonally deaf. Among other things, I feel like the combat-heavy approach really clashes with the Sonic elements of it. I think if they had slowed the game down and either made it very combat-heavy or a Sonic thing, it would have gone better. You know, for the characters that... Is this really looping? Holy shit. That's awesome. There we go. Escape the time loop. He's finished both with 100 lives by the end. He goes out and clears the levels completely. He's often got all the emeralds before beating out the second or third zone of Sonic 2 or 3. I mean, I can get all the emeralds by the end of Emerald Hill Zone, but... So, like by the end of Act 2, which is the soonest you can get it. Like, his proficiency at a game doesn't make him the most capable of critically assessing it, because a lot of difficulty in video games is based on rote memorization, not analysis. And, you know, I feel like maybe this is just me. I feel like Bob's coming around on Bayonetta the more he writes this video. He's someday gonna come around and be like, yeah, Bayonetta ain't shit compared to Devil May Cry 3, because this dumb fucking dodge mechanic is actually an encumbrance to the action-oriented gameplay of the rest of the game. And I'm gonna let out, I'm gonna bellow deeply over how right I was all along. But in any case, that has nothing to do with that. I do think being more proficient at games should make you more capable of assessing them. Like, I think Mike Z is probably a much better designer than a lot of game developers, because he is like pro tier, you know? He is capable of knowing that much about games, knowing problems that certain types of characters in fighting games and other things have going in, instead of discovering them for the first time. I should have left one of those sets of 4 rings by itself. I should have left it alone. Because now I have no idea if this is even possible. Oh, hey. But I don't care how good he is at Sonic. Freedom Planet's a bad game. Like... As I said, I would fucking love to not have that opinion. You did it again, Dan. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't. No, I think I did. Yeah, those Those red ones over there probably signify that I fucked up. I did. I fucked up. I'm pointing out his absolute fanaticism about the series, but that points out... Okay. This may sound like a bullshit argument, but it's a real-ass argument. For example, he's got a baggage that makes it really hard to see past some of his preconceptions. I haven't experienced that at all, but in any case, I'm not ignoring you or anyone else, Slasha. What we find a lot in the Mega Man fandom is a lot of people like Mega Man adjacent games because they're like Mega Man. But what me and Bob like about Mega Man is how fucking solid it feels. So when those adjacent games don't feel as solid as Mega Man, they lack the great music that Mega Man has. They don't have the inventive designs and other things. Like, we just don't like them. And that's what we find with that a lot. And to be perfectly frank, this just seems like another case of that, but for Sonic. Where, yeah, he really likes Sonic, and he really likes Freedom Planet. He probably likes Freedom Planet a lot because of a lot of the things it does with Sonic that are neat from the perspective of, what a neat thing to do with Sonic, instead of, what a nice game that stands on its own fucking 2 feet. Okay, cool, I dropped down. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm gonna try to... Yeah, that didn't go right at all. I did this completely wrong. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'm fine. That didn't work out right at all. So is it the brown ones that are too strong? Yes. I actually, like, if you recall, there was a launch live stream for Freedom Planet, and I believe it was CK20XX and 1 or 2 other people on that launch live stream. I think this was a part of the, shit, I am blanking right now. What the fuck? The name of the group is... What is the name of the goddamn streaming group? Firehawk? Shit. Now I know it's too late. You're not stupid, Sasha. I was just talking about other stuff. Yeah, I know. He was involved with that too. I think Sarah had from an outsider perspective, an immeasurably positive effect on that game that I worry is going to be missing in Freedom Planet 2. Because as far as I know, she's not working on that. She's busy at Xseed. Why did it hurt me? I landed on top of it with a shield. I guess it counted that one as penetrating my shield from the side. Idly plays with signposts. I think if you're going to use nostalgia as part of your game design, you either make a game that feels like its source and fix errors, or you create your own game feel like Shovel Knight. Yeah, like, I feel like Sanctuary Crew. Thank you, fucking Christ. I could remember Sanctuary, but that was it. My brain was just dying as I tried to imagine the letter S and then whatever letter you and the others abbreviated as with the initialism of it. I just couldn't. My brain's that fried right now. I feel like Freedom Planet takes and incorporates a lot of the worst parts of the Sonic fandom. More tense about the community after some stuff that's happened. Ooh, I do not know about the community. That's unfortunate. What community? You talking Xseed community? You talking Nihon Falcom's fandom and how insanely high pressure this stuff may be getting? With people being like, X company does really shit translations, this company does the best. Why is Nihon Falcom so bad? You talking about that? I blanked for some reason. Blanked. Can't wait for late night streams after the Mega Man X Legacy Collection comes out. I am interested in that new mode. The one where you get to fight 2 Mavericks at a time. But yeah, no, Sarah's great. I wish her and I got to talk more. I wish I got to meet her. Man, you want to talk about somebody who's like a real fucking role model when it comes to what they've accomplished. Like people tell me that I inspire them with the channel and stuff, and I don't get it at all. But Sarah makes me feel like a trash person every day of my life. Sarah's like, I self-taught for programming, self-taught for Japanese. I learned all of this, and this is my tragic backstory I tolerated while doing it. And I'm like, I run a highly obscure, I want to say the actual industry community. You know who she worked for. I believe it's Rocket Android, right? Oh, wow. Yeah. Good old RA. But yeah, like, she accomplished so much through so much stuff going on. She didn't exactly grow up in a positive place. Not saying I did, I really didn't. I've never once supported in any artistic endeavor of myself. My parents basically just wanted to have to stop caring. Not to be mean, because, you know, whatever, they got their own shit going on, but never once was any endeavor positively influenced. No, there's no nice way to say that. So, it is what it is. But, yeah, no, she totes makes me feel like a trash person because I've had the Japanese Rosetta Stone forever, and it's hard to find time while running the channel and working my job and everything else. Like, always trying to improve equipment so we can do better videos. And stuff like that. And work faster and work better and come up with series ideas and then actually execute series ideas. Speaking of which, a preview of one of our new series should be coming out sometime this month, or hopefully for patrons, and we're executive producers, and we're gonna see what they think, because the amount of pressure I put on myself for it is ridiculous. Not in that I don't think it needs to be that good, but because I don't think I'm capable of making it that good. So, there's that. The Realist Stream. I'm gonna change the title in post. God damn it, Sonic. Yeah. But yeah, there's certain skill sets I wish I had more time to improve, like After Effects, stuff like that. Because as of right now, I basically can't make anything in After Effects, and Bob can only make a few things, and he has to look up tutorials every time we make them. And After Effects is way too helpful to be that shit at. And now it's coming down to making an intro for a series we're working on, and I am literally just not even interested in launching it without the intro. But I'm okay with showing it to executive producers without the intro, just to be like, hey, you guys like this? Maybe, you know. Hopefully. Well then. The realist stream, Blue Spheres of Doom. But yeah, this area reminds me of when you fight the police panda lady who uses ice magic for obvious reasons. And I was really worried. Also, if my judgments of CK20XX seem harsh, keep in mind I was trying to help him crowdfund, you know, raise some funds for a mutual friend of ours for the hospital. The first thing he says is, look, I have problems with your opinion on Freedom Planet. Like, why do you... My review on YouTube is effectively buried. It's not doing as much harm as you would think. Obviously, it's not doing any harm given the amount of platforms Freedom Planet has shown up on. Like, it showed up on Wii U, now it's coming to Switch. Doing great. So, I don't understand why it's necessary to give a shit about what I think. And I think that's weirdly antagonistic. So, that's why I may have sounded like just now like I have beef with him, because I think that's weirdly antagonistic. And I don't mean to resolve that. I don't care, as I just said. I don't care what his opinion on Freedom Planet is. I don't think he needs to care what mine is. Like, mine's already in a video, and it may not be the best video at articulating exactly what's wrong with that game. Also, I feel bad that this area... Okay, I haven't played Sonic CD all the way through, so I need to play Sonic CD all the way through. Mike Tyson wouldn't be a name in history if he hadn't met Kus D'Amato. Talent is will plus support. Yeah, okay. I think I see. You haven't met CK and gotten to know exactly how really silly about sounding antagonistic while not being at all. He's more interested in debating. Yeah, see, I'm not interested. I find that exhausting. Even if someone looks like they did a lot of shit on their own, we're social animals living in a social society. Nobody gets anywhere alone. It's true. Like, as I've said before, this channel would be nothing without Bob. I think he's misinterpreting your difference in opinion as you saying his opinion is wrong. And starting late because you didn't have a sport net early is not something to be ashamed of. At the same time, though... Like, maybe I was braver before, and the whole running Gigaboost full-time failing once already has made me weak, in a way. Because we have enough support now where I'm sure if that last time hadn't happened... I wonder if there's any benefit. No, it just does cool stuff with those. Whoosh! And then the leaves, which help you platform through. It's not esoteric like it is in Sonic CD. Yeah, I mean, if I had that sort of, I wouldn't say it's ignorance, but if I had that, still. Fucking Orson Welles talked about how ignorance is a fantastic ally. Because if you don't know what you can't do, you'll try to do everything. And that's totally true, you know? Like, on our last channel, SPF, we were definitely a lot more willing to try to get a video done when we didn't have anywhere near the manpower necessary to get it done well. But, you know, I've personally noticed that if I've gotten older, I've gotten more afraid to try new things, so I don't know if that's... I mean, kind of. It's always important to find that tendency, though, I feel. Because you could be missing out on so much stuff that you would enjoy. I mean, there are things that I didn't even know, foods I didn't even know existed until I started dating Tosh. And I'm certainly happier for them, like chicken lard. Like, I would never have ordered that from a Thai restaurant. I would have just gotten the pad Thai or whatever. And now chicken lard's like my favorite thing, basically. A very unique flavor. Also, just as Zach, he may be seeing my disagreement in opinions as saying his opinion is wrong, but at the same time, his opinion is wrong. Also, there are things I know about that game I can't talk about. But they very directly reflect the sort of workplace, the sort of environment that created the things that I criticize in that review, you know? It takes a very special kind of place. Fuck off! What is that shit? Never say I'm good at video games ever again. I mean, you're doing a hell of a lot better than I can with. At this point, I'm content just to mentor. No, I'm not gonna take that from you. Let's see. Had to jump backwards, Dan. What would jumping back? Where does jumping backwards take me there? Also, how am I supposed to know I'm supposed to jump backwards? Why would someone boldly jump backwards into something they don't even know is there? Like, I flew into that area too fast to pick it out, so I really had no idea what was behind me. But yeah, I mean, I've tried jumping forward before, so I should have tried jumping backward from that perspective. Oh, hey, opened up a new area. It's nice to have days off, you guys. I wish I was getting more sleep in time for tomorrow because I'm going to be drinking lots of booze. And God knows the last time I did that at my brother's house, I drank quite a few shots of tequila, maybe too many, one might argue, and was supposed to be DMing, and then that turned into me sleeping in their bathroom because there was no room to lie down on the ground in their guest room. So they took it as I went to the bathroom to puke because I was that sick from drinking, when really it was I just needed somewhere flat to lie down that was quiet, and they had 2 bathrooms, so fuck them. And I locked myself in. You know, if I didn't lock it, then someone might come in and pee. What level are you on? Oh, fuck, I can't remember the name of it. You would have gone back to the little safe area, and then you could have turned around. Here's... Oh my god! I hit left a little too late. I'm officially in the I'm too tired to blue sphere even vaguely well zone. I like this game, says Golden Mew 29. Yeah, no, Sonic Mania is great. It's nice to get a somewhat good Sonic game again after so long. Especially one that isn't a cookie cutter, you know, product based on generations. This Forces is so based on generations. And I think Lost World doesn't get the credit it should. Admittedly, I haven't completed it. But I also haven't completed Generations. That's why I like these stories. For stories like that, I don't even fucking remember what my last story is, so there. I really don't fucking remember what Damn it. Generations was somewhat good. On PC, it was somewhat good. It removed the input latency problems. It made the motion blur make sense, well, more sense by operating at a frame rate that made it more accurate. Yeah, no, there's so many fucking problems. Please do not talk to me about it. Oh. I think good boss design is a big problem in Sonic games. And that's like one of the strengths of Freedom Planet, that it has combat, so it could do better boss designs, but then it made really fucking cheap, awful bosses a lot of the time. This boss reminds me of his Glow at X5. Also, Dan, I'm still chuckling at the image I posted in the Discord. Just gonna... Where was that image? Was it in general? Was it an image about what Dan might be? No, that's Vorp who posted. Or maybe not. Yeah, of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Fuck you. Fuck you, Toad. That's not funny. That's the sort of image that can ruin a man. Hey, after you're done with the game, can you watch my videos? After I'm done with the game, I'm going to sleep. I like Forces because I can play it mindlessly. You can play a lot of games mindlessly. Of course, Toad's getting a fucking shit kick out of that. Of course, you're enjoying the hell out of that. I'm glad you were so caught up in the idea and executing the idea, it didn't occur to you the harm. No, the worst part is I make the Fat Amy jokes. Once again, because the amazing part is how much normal Amy would just be like, I don't get it. I'm obviously more attractive than Fat Amy. How come she gets Sonic and I don't? And it never once occurs to her it could be her fucking terrible personality, right? No, she just goes psychopathic. And I don't know, I just enjoy how every character in this would play into this terrible, terrible character. And I think what the Sonic fandom is completely fucking ruins this. Because of course, as I said in the other thing, you can go to DeviantArt and find like a billion of those. Of course you can. But yeah, and that's why the whole thing's only enhanced by Sonic just being, quote, a gentleman in the other one. It's like, he buys me roses and watches romantic comedies with me. Oh no, come on, I'm holding left. You know what you did, fuck off. Maybe I should just go. They can't call me a furfag if I kill myself. Okay, let's talk about Naruto. And I was looking at the chat just the right time to do this number. Oh my god. You are lucky you're a mod, Firehawk, because you know damn well I would have done it to you too. Did someone say feet? Get the fuck out, Chimichuru! What is this shit? Are you a genie? Are you? You have to tell me if you are. I swear to God. Man, this shit's just gone now. Unless... I think if I restart, it'll just, Oh wait, that won't restart me at the beginning because I mistakenly got that checkpoint. What does restart do? God, you better restart at the beginning of this level and not do something stupid. Okay. You people are terrible. I regret making jokes. I hope you're happy that this is the feeling you make me have. Am I in Donkey Kong Country? What is this shit? Spaceman, goddamn all of you. You know, it's fine. I don't believe there needed to be lore on this. I think this one tangent of jokes worked fine. And at this point, we're getting to that exact problem. That exact territory. That exact Sonic fandom territory. No, I don't want to ride your rocket. Where there's too many details. And it stops being, haha, isn't this funny? And starts being, Hey, would it be cool that Sonic Mania would allow people to play online? There's mod support, so who knows? Maybe someone can figure it out. I feel like asking for good netcode out of a Sonic game is maybe asking a bit too much. Which is why you gotta convince your friends to play Sonic the Hedgehog. Good luck. You know who's a cool dude? Cybershell. What a cool guy. Dan secretly is Cybershell and constantly references himself. How charismatic is Crystal Bone Man compared to his vanilla counterpart? I didn't really think of them in terms of characters. I mostly thought of them as badass fucking art you would stick on a metal album. But I don't know, it's complicated. I feel like normal Bone Man, Cybershell's Genesis Sonic LPs are pretty comfy. Yeah. One of my going theories for where the hell Cybershell went was he used the word retarded too many times in his popular internet videos and someone went to dox him. Since we're talking about this alternate Sonic story, this is Lord of the Rings territory. You know, I'm not getting this giant ring. I'm not figuring it out, so I should just go, and I should probably chocolate boat man. Probably at the stream too. Because I gotta disconnect a decent chunk of PC stuff for the LAN. What's this about the Brazilian one? Now I'm just thinking about the Mega Man comic. Yeah, no, the Brazilian Mega Man comic is fucking weird. Okay. Sure, why not? What are you even talking about, Firehawk? Oh, you're talking about the cartoon. No. No. Man. Meh. I don't remember this fight being this easy. Also, hi, Mr. Chris Thoreau. Yeah, no, it's not that hard. Bob seemed to be having difficulties with it. Is he just gonna get giant every time now? Oh right, I need to be hitting him. Boop. Oh wow. At the bubble top, like we're playing Getting Into Trouble. The board game was actually just called Trouble. Oh! And Bob complained about using your allies as one-ups. Oh well, I'm basically here anyway. Before you had to spin dash into the Sonics while they were in the ball mode. Surprisingly, not everyone found that out, so they gave them bullets as a bonus, overhauled the final part to be cooler. Yeah, no, I liked it before. I'm kind of surprised people didn't get that. Weirdly enough, this is kind of also, hey, spin dash directly into this. Oh, hello, jerk. He was gonna fire his laser. I wouldn't let him. What a jerk. Yeah, I know that's what I was supposed to do. Boys, boys. 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 I'm not sure how much of this, if any of this, you get without paying for the update. You may not get any of this stuff, but I don't know. Ow! Yeah, no, it's cheap. $5 ain't much, man. And you get 2 additional characters, a new playthrough mode, which does remix the levels pretty well. Why is the back of this so... Back of the armrest is really cold in a way that made me not sure. Didn't Bob die right there before? Who knows, maybe the air wasn't right there in the encore mode. I'm gonna get this. Jump out backwards. If anyone was wondering how hanging out with me at Whataburger for so many hours was for Spaceman, it's exactly like this stream, and I'm sure he can corroborate that. Okay, no. This seems wrong. You tried to fuck with natural order things, Dan. Now they're gonna come for you. Yeah, this is pretty accurate, minus the gallons of soda. Yeah, no, that is normal to me. So it took me getting up and getting a ton of refills to be like, man, this is probably really strange. People who don't know me. So I should probably comment on it. Yep. Needless to say, I'm sure a lot of my weight gain was due to soda intake, but I've always drank a lot of soda. Boing! In my case, it was just something I was making at Whataburger. I can't remember. I think it was Coke, Diet Coke. No, I was on, my latest kick is Diet Coke and like Dr. Pepper or Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb's preferable, but I think they have Dr. Pepper. Those mix pretty well. Fuck. It would take a lot of composers on a completely fresh Sonic game to get a soundtrack anywhere near as good as Sonic 2 or Sonic 3. You know, like they had some real fucking legends making that soundtrack. Hey Dan, do you know anyone named Sam? A couple people. I just see a dumb pun coming out of this though, so I'm not sure why I told you that. Man, I don't this game's Hydro City, the bubble and boat were such pace breakers. I feel like original Hydro City, though, is a hugely underwater section with really fast, like, chemical plant zone-like superficiality to its feel, you know? Like, it's mostly just obsessed in being really flashy. Dan, you need to stop getting all those blue spheres in the middle. Words that will ring through my head forever is Cybershell being like, I have no idea who likes blue sphere this much. But hey, there you go, man. You get to play infinite blue spheres. I can just see the guy waking up every morning and getting to play a fresh blue sphere. Just excited. And I'm like, yep, Sonic Mania. That's his Sonic game. It's for that mythical man, not me. Okay, I got one more group. Why do I only have 20 rings? Or why do I need 20 more rings? Dan, you need to be fucking careful. Because I need to find the last quads of rings. Here we go, you guys. The hunt for ring quads. Hell yes. Oh my god. That happened so fast. That happened so fast. It's okay, there's probably one more checkpoint before the boss. Well, what's your sister do on YouTube? Oh, it just spawns another bubble. I might actually like Sonic if Ray was the protagonist instead. He's endearing. Yeah, no, I'm furious that Sega doesn't make more games about Tails. Because Tails is great. And I don't understand why everyone thinks Sonic is so... Like, Sonic's a neat character design, and I understand why game-wise he's a great protagonist, but Tails is too, damn it, because Tails is adorable. You can't find me a single motherfucker who doesn't enjoy an adorable double-tailed fox. That doesn't even make sense, man. You need to clarify what exactly you mean by she makes that. Also, I don't know if you're a man, but that's not really relevant. That is some nerve-wracking stuff, man. This fucking blue sphere is gonna give me an ulcer. Oh, you fucked up so bad, man. You fucked up so goddamn awful. Man. Would you actually buy a modern Tails Adventure? Because that's what you get when you want a Tails game. Yes. I like Tails Adventure. Tails Adventure is great. There sure is a bubble floating there for no particular reason. Yep, that's gotta be a glitch. Tails, Mighty, and Ray are cute. The rest of the characters is so try-hard. Yeah. I mean, I get the appeal of Knuckles, but only tryhards like Bob actually like Knuckles. My favorite thing, the bass line there, it is totally the Angel's Attack theme from freaking Ava. It's like 2 notes different, and they know what they're doing. Well, let's see if Bone Man's banned. Hey, you can have water levels and be a good Sonic King. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got 6 notifications, and any one of them could be Bone Man getting banned. Nope, not seeing it. Bone Man's fucking with me. But we're bringing it up again. You know my policy. I'm going to get these fucking blue sphere levels. I guess I don't even have to play the normal game to do that, do I? And because you're trying so hard, they would have already done that. Oop. Game options. Debug mode, Sonic Ability Mania, BD, 3 Knuckles. Wow, that's awesome. And Knuckles mode. Awesome. I guess there is no way to just go straight into doing That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Well, wait. At the very least, we can see how many I have left. I have 7 of these fuckers left. Jesus Christ. But they let you use the Insta Shield without drop. And drop dash without a mod yet. I think that's what that other screen was about. Wait, and drop dash? No, I don't. I don't think so. I'm just gonna burn through the first area as Knuckles, because that's gonna let me get checkpoints, you know? This is really different. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? Knuckles just gets to walk straight into one? How come it's so easy for him to grind? That's racist. So am I crazy, or is this a different course from what's usually the first course? man. I didn't even really need Mach 3. Oh man, I only have 3% of my battery left on this Chromebook. It's fine, because we got this. But yeah, this Chromebook was a pretty good purchase. You know, lets us pull the random levels for Mega Man Maker. Try to struggle my way back into frame. Okay. Allows us to get our random levels pulled for Mega Man Maker. Lets us moderate the chat a little bit better. Keep an eye on the chat way better. It's good. I think this may be one of the best purchases we've done this year, probably. Running the channel, which is all I care about, because I'm a weirdo. This TV's one of the few things I've actually bought where it's like, technically it helps me run the channel, and that it's flexible with more resolutions, allowing us to use whatever capture card or whatever resolution output on the OSSC we want. But really, it's mostly about I would like to have a nice thing. And this is, you know, something I've cared about immensely. I've been wanting a fucking... Oh yeah, he has the unofficial Act 3 boss. Best purchases was the chair. And I wish Patreon didn't send me an email on top of messaging me. Gotta say goodbye. Gotta say goodnight tonight instead of just falling asleep in the middle of the stream. Okay, Spaceman. I should be going to, but I clearly have a real hang-up with how many swings I've gotten at this, and I still haven't gotten it. I am much better at Sonic 2 than I am Sonic Mania. Go to bed, Dan. Yeah, no, I'm not capable of doing this. You're totally right. I should go to bed. I still think it's bullshit that Knuckles gets to go straight to a fucking thing. Okay, guys. I'm ready to stream. Go on, good night. Bye.